I apologize for the confusion because I think I may have lent to that because when I saw the video, I didn't recognize it as a motion because generally what I've done is you'll ask your questions, you'll be satisfied, and then we'll move forward. So I apologize for that confusion. Now, having said that, and again, my apologies for what I may have lent to that confusion. The issue that we now have, however, is because we have it in our rules, and counsel, please correct me if I'm wrong, in order to reconsider or to, because the action was taken, the chair did recognize Supervisor Elias' motion and we voted on that motion. We would have to suspend our own rules under the contracts clause in our own rules. Then obviously we would have to do a reconsideration, and then we might be able to put it on the agenda for the vote. But I'm not really sure whether there are other more complex issues.
I do.
And again, I apologize for my lending to that confusion.
Mr. Chairman, I didn't, I pulled that from last week's agenda because I didn't agree that we needed to reconsider and suspend the rules on that reconsideration and suspend the rules on the contracts because we never voted on it. Supervisor Elias did not say I make a substitute motion after I had pulled that item for a separate vote. That's my point.
My point to you is, and that's where I think I led to the confusion, the chair did not recognize your comment as a motion. When I saw the video, the chair didn't recognize it as a motion, so there wasn't a need for a substitute. And again, I apologize for that. That was my part of the confusion. What we may want to do is in the future, when you need to make a motion, say, if you can make it very clear, make sure that I recognize it, please. I apologize for that.
Okay, I would like to go on the record that I did not support that contract.
Mr. Chairman,
Elias.
you know, I think that out of courtesy for everyone here on the board, that what we should do is that from now on, if you want to move an item off of consent, you should make a motion, and the board should vote on removing that item from consent. That way, Ally doesn't get confused.
Well, I'm not the only one confused. I've been following your lead. This has been the general practice of the board all year long. We have not made motions to pull items from the consent agenda. Everyone says, I would like to pull this item for separate vote. And if you go back and listen to the videos all year long, and my staff did that, this is the form, the actions that the board has taken, and if you read the rules that the board has, that once you suspend the rules and the board acts in such a way, that becomes the rule, as long as there's no objection. There has been no objection to the way that I have pulled items from the consent agenda all year long, nor anyone else, and everyone else has pulled them in the same way. I think I've heard one time that someone, I think it was Ray, seconded one of my motions to pull an item from the consent agenda. That's the only time all year long that anyone has even made a motion. So we've just been pulling items, and this has been the general action of the board. So I would just like to see this item come up and be voted upon.
That's all fine. I think my comment still goes from now on. If we want to remove an item from consent, we should offer a motion to remove that item from consent, and the board should vote on it. That way, it's clear.
I agree with that, so the chair recognizes the motion, and again, I apologize for my money in this as well. But the issue before us is whether or not we can actually put this item on the agenda based on our own rules and other procedures. Counsel?
Again, I think we're going to continue this particular item, and so I think that we can have, you can get back to us on what your opinion is.
I'm working for.
For clarification's sake, Supervisor Miller, we are just dealing about the August 19th minutes, not the August 6th minutes,
That
right?
is correct.
Okay.
So we can approve the August 6th.
But the motion
Yes.
for us is on the August 19th.
On the August 19th, yes, I would like to continue that item to the next meeting, and I would like to sit down with the.
You'd like to make a motion?
I move to continue that item to the next supervisor meeting.
Approval of the August 19th minutes.
Council, I believe we have a motion, which is a substitute motion to the original motion. Do I just need to withdraw, everybody withdraw their
Yeah,
motions?
everybody
All right,
withdraws.
sir.
I'll just go ahead and withdraw my motion. No, that's no problem.
In order.
I will withdraw my motion, and I will move that we.
Hang on. The seconder, okay with withdrawal?
Yes, I am.
Supervisor Elias, would you withdraw your original motion?
Gosh, yes.
And who seconded that motion?
Me.
Are you okay with that? Now we've got to continue.
Okay, I move to continue item 16 on the consent calendar, the August 19th minutes to the next upcoming Board of Supervisor meeting.
Just the August 9th.
Just the August 19th minutes.
Second.
Okay, the motion before us is on the continuance of half of item 19, just for item 16, dealing with August 19th minutes, continue to the meeting of October 1st. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please signify by saying nay. Ayes have it. All right. What about the rest of the?
Mr. Chairman, I'll move the remainder of the consent calendar as amended.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the remainder of consent as amended. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please signify by saying nay. Ayes have it. Moving on to item number 14.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. President.
on item number 14,